Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Next question.
The correct term is wheelchair user, not wheelchair bound. It's a mobility aid, not a hostage situation.
I say, she over here talking about not boule. I'm so west, this should be my last name, A. I'm looking for a cutie, someone who won't betray. Yeah, and my love goes deep. If I say I love you, then this shit is what I mean. I see you getting wetter through your jock moose jeans. My forever is forever, can't let nothing go between. Diamonds in my ear, please.
You kicked and cried like a bully child. A long man of 25. Oh, he said he'd cure your ills, but he didn't and he never will.
Ooh, yum. Are you gonna cook some mac and cheese?
I was gonna make mac and cheese, but you know what? I'm just gonna come back later.
Why? I won't be in your way, I promise.
I know it's totally irrational, but I'm embarrassed to cook in front of you, even though we live together, so.
Ooh, what are you making? That's so cool. Can you make me something?
I'm just making a sweater, and I don't know, maybe?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for doing the dishes.
Yeah, but now I feel weird with you watching me. Like, what if I'm cleaning it wrong or not up to your standards? So I'm just gonna come back and do it later.
Oh my god, someone's coming. I need to turn off the TV and look like I'm totally put together. Wait, people are allowed to watch me watch TV. I'm not doing anything wrong. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Morgan. Happy birthday to you.
Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Don't call, just text me. Bitch is slow, can't get on my speed. They stare cause they know I'm the ITGIRL. You know I am that girl. Shh, bitch, don't kiss and tell.
What's up, G-Way? In the cut with my twin, we be vibing. Classy bitch, but they know I be outside with it.
Just smell the grass, the dirt, just like I dreamed they'd be.
Wait, you're non-binary? Oh my god. Actually? Wait. You're actually non-binary? Girls' night! Oh my god, wait, no! Not girls' night. Hang on, excuse me. Josh, Trevor, Jake. They are actually non-binary. No, it's okay. You can totally trust these guys, but we do have to tell them because, like, Josh, Trevor, and Jake, like, otherwise they would just be calling you she all night long. Guys, my friend here is non-binary, okay? Yeah, and, like, she was... Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I misgendered you. Like, who would have thought, like, I would be the one to misgender you? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad ally. I swear. It's just because, like, I wasn't thinking, okay? I just wasn't thinking. Excuse me? Would you prefer if I called you one of the boys or one of the girls? Neither. No, but, like, if you had to choose, okay? One of the boys or one of the girls? If you had to pick. So, do you plan on getting, like, any surgeries? Wait, like, why are you wearing makeup? Like, I thought you were non-binary. Like, no, I know, but, like, why are you dressing like a woman? Like, I thought you were non-binary. I thought you didn't want to be a woman. What? It feels gender affirming? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't get it. I know you don't need to educate everybody, but can you just educate me? No, but you're not trans. You're non-binary. Honestly, like, I sometimes feel like I'm non-binary because it's like, I'm not a woman. I'm just Jessica. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I totally understand you. Like, I have no problem with people seeing me as a woman, calling me a woman, being a woman, using she, her pronouns, being a woman. Like, I am a woman. But, like, I'm also just Jessica. But I am a woman. But, like, I totally understand you. But I am a woman.
I said her from the city, so her got to be witty. She said
him from the country, so him got to be funky.
But imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
Them hoes better not fuck with my Juve, cause he hot and he don't wanna lose me. I like the way that fucking boy up.
This is the heaviest song you will ever fucking hear! The heaviest song we have ever written! Met a girl and I really thought she'd like.
So I locked myself out of my flat the other day and I was really bored and my phone had no charge and I was like, what can I do? And then I remembered I'm in a wheelchair, so I was going to practice my tricks and I came up with a bunch of new ones and I want to show them to you. Trick number 1 is a variation of the old wheelie in which I wheelie with no hands. This might take a few tries, but no. Okay. Okay, that was my best one. It's not very impressive, but there you go. And the second one is that I've been asked a couple times whether or not I can do handbrake turns. And I discovered I can do handbrake turns, and I can also use my handbrake to spin around in a circle with my motor. So I'll show it to you. I'm going to put it on a really slow speed. So I can use my handbrake to turn, but also if I put one brake on and then turn my motor on, I just spin in a circle, and that's quite fun. It, like, the physics makes sense, but I just hadn't tried it before. I did slightly crash there, but it's fine. I feel like I need to try that in an open space because I'm in my room right now, which doesn't have very much space. But that was quite fun. I also realised I could do a wheelie whilst having my motor on, and it makes me go slightly faster. I believe. I could be lying. So, this is me wheeling with my motor. I don't know why I'd want to do this, but I did. As with quite a few of these tricks, they have no real function, but they're just there for the entertainment of myself. But yeah, that's what I did for like the 45 minutes that I was locked out of my flat.
I went through a phase where I'd never cry about anything, and now I reckon I cry 4 times a week. I don't cry 4 times a week.
And you never knew how much I really liked you, because I never even told you. Oh.
it on the Henny, blame it on the blue tack, got you feeling dizzy. Blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol. Shouty's like a melody in my...
I like to do illustrations.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I don't think I have to tell you that this week has been incredibly hard for trans people, and being a trans or non-binary or gender diverse individual in the UK following the comments and statements made at the Conservative conference last week. I don't think I have to say that. But I didn't realise how heavy it had impacted me until yesterday when I was on the train on my way to work. And I was doing my usual thing of reading my book, ignoring everybody else, ignoring my journey, and just sitting there involved in my book, focusing on that. And then an individual walked past me, and it was the ticket inspector. And I always have my tickets, so I wasn't nervous at all. But as I looked up to look at this individual, I saw that they had a non-binary bracelet on, as in the non-binary flag. They also had a bracelet on that said they, them pronouns. And they were asking everyone for their tickets, and I looked at them and I felt this overwhelming sense of, oh my God, there's another non-binary person here. And that sounds so bizarre to say that, but I truly felt overwhelmed and heartwarmed by seeing this individual in the flesh. So the individual is going through and checking tickets, and I don't have anything on me that says I'm non-binary, but I do have my they, them tattoos. So as I give my phone over to check my ticket, we lock eyes. They see my they, them tattoo. I see their pronoun badge, bracelet. We look at each other, we lock eyes, we don't say a word, but we just smile at each other. And in that moment, I wanted to cry. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. But in that moment, I looked at this other non-binary individual, and I was just so, as I said, overwhelmed, because they were just getting on with their life. They were continuing to work, because that's what we have to do, even though our rights are being fucking wiped at the moment. And there is such a conversation around trans individuals and also non-binary individuals, because I think a lot of people don't realise that there is this infighting within the trans community, where some trans individuals don't accept that non-binary individuals are valid or real or are part of the trans community. And there is this discourse and this conflict between certain individuals and certain parts of the community that I don't think we talk about ever really. But in that moment, I saw this other non-binary person, this visibly non-binary person, and they saw me, and we just looked at each other, and without saying words, it was almost like we were saying, I see you, and I see that you're just trying to get on with your everyday life. I see that you're just trying to get on the train, you're trying to get to work. I see that you're trying to read my ticket. I see you, you're valid, and I know that seeing one another has made a huge impact for, has just done so much. And I'm speechless right now trying to explain it, because in that moment, I wanted to cry, but also I was just so overjoyed by seeing this non-binary individual. And that might sound incredibly bizarre, and I know it is, but I think right now, it is such a common feeling for trans, non-binary and gender diverse individuals to feel so alone, because the media is against us, because the news is against us, because the government is against us, because there's people who are our friends who aren't talking about our rights, who aren't being active allies. So you feel so isolated in this moment, and I know I have felt so isolated in the last week, and I'm so grateful for my partner, because without him, I would truly feel so alone. So seeing this non-binary person in person, who was clearly non-binary because they had a bracelet and they had a pronoun badge, and I had my pronouns on show, and the fact we just looked at each other and there was this connection of just, I see you. And you know, we're just both navigating our life. We're just trying to get on with things, even though I guarantee we both feel so incredibly heavy right now. It was so beautiful. And I really wish, I'm getting emotional again, but I really wish I'd said something to them. But I also didn't want to say something to them in that moment, because I didn't want to, one, endanger them. Because even though they have signifiers on them, you never know. Somebody may not realise that that's a signifier, and then there can be a conflict that can arise. So I didn't want to endanger them, particularly at a time like this. I also didn't want to distract them for the job they were doing. It was a very, very busy Monday morning train. I wish I'd said something to them though, and just said, like, thank you so much for your visibility, because seeing just your non-binary flag on your wrist made my day enough. But the fact we both looked at each other and went, you're non-binary, I'm non-binary, it was just a beautiful moment. And I really hope they had an amazing day. And I'm so upset that I don't know if I will ever see them again on that specific train, because it goes from one place all the way into London, and I don't know where they're situated, where they get on, where they get off. I don't know if they will ever see this. I guarantee they probably won't. But I just hope they had a lovely day. And I hope that seeing me and my little pronoun tattoos impacted them as much as it impacted me. And if it didn't, I also understand that. That's totally okay. But as somebody right now who is in the heart of the journalism that's going on right now in regards to reporting on the trans issues, and is an activist and is trying so hard to do so much for their own community, just seeing this individual in person, living their life, it did something that I can't explain, and I'm getting emotional again about it because it was weirdly beautiful. And I hope they had a good day. And if I ever see them again, I will say to them, thank you so much for like wearing your signifier. Thank you so much for smiling at me and connecting with me and knowing in that moment, you know, I see you. Just thank you.
It's me trying. This is me trying. Don't stare directly at me.
I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone's
a little context if you care to listen. I find myself in a shit position. The man that I love sat me down last night and he told me that it's over, done decision. And I don't wanna feel how my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't wanna feel, so I stick to sipping. And I'm out on the town with a simple mission. In my little black dress and the shit is sitting. Just a heartbroken bitch, high heel, 6-inch in the back of the nightclub sipping champagne. I don't trust any of these bitches I'm with in the back of the taxi sniffing cocaine. Drunk calls, drunk texts, drunk tears, drunk sex. I was looking for a man who was on the same page. Back to the intro, back to the bar, to the Bentley, to the hotel, to my old way. Cause I don't wanna feel how I did last night.
All the time, I'm grateful all the
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancake.
Oh, hi, Disabled Nina from the internet here. Now, I don't have push handles on my wheelchair. This is supposed to stop people from pushing me without my consent, but actually people still do try. However, this gives me a problem that I can't carry anything on my chair. But then I found these S-shaped hooks. I got them off of Amazon. I think they were 12 quid, and they slot really nicely onto the back of my chair. Now, I tuck them underneath this kind of flap I've got on mine, but also I am thinking I might sew them on for extra strength. And now it means I can actually put a backpack on my back like Dora the Explorer. Whoop whoop. Love that for me.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys?
I'm standing.
Yeah, it's that video. So a bunch of you guys have been asking and wondering about my disability. It sounds like you guys are confused. So much so that in one of the videos, it was like the most asked question on it. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I know it's confusing. Some of you guys in some of my videos might see me in a wheelchair doing a skit versus another video where I'm standing up. And, you know, it can get confusing. Not everyone knows the world of like disabilities and stuff like that. I get that. But yeah, just to clear one thing out there, just because you're in a wheelchair does not mean you can't stand up. I'm gonna say that one more time. Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you can't stand up. Some of us can stand, some of us can walk, some of us can wiggle our toes a little bit. There's a bunch of disabilities out there in the world, and almost none of them look the same. I didn't think I was gonna make this video. I think it's time to do that. You know, a lot of you guys have been genuinely curious and very respectful with it, so I really do appreciate it. You know, so I think it's time to tell you guys. So my disability is called transverse myelitis. Don't ask me to spell it because I won't. Yeah, basically it's an inflammation of the covering of the spinal cord, and it hits like a virus. So when I was 12, that's when I got it. So up until I was 12, I used to be able to run, jump, dance, fly, yeah, do all of that. And then out of nowhere, you know, I became paralyzed from the waist down. I couldn't move anything. I couldn't feel anything. So yeah, kind of crazy. Also, guys, you don't need to feel bad for me, okay? I don't want to see any comments like that. I'm very grateful for everything I have in my life, and I don't need your pity. I've been very grateful to have so many awesome things happen to me because of even my disability. I've been able to do so many cool things, and I have so many amazing friends and family that I've been able to meet because of this life, and I'm very grateful for it, you know? Plus, it gave me really big arms. Yeah, Goku! Little legs. But, oh God. But yeah, after a lot of training and physical therapy, and make no mistake, I worked my butt off to get what I got back. So all the standing and all the walking around you guys might see me do in a video, I worked really hard to get that back. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's really what it is. But yeah, thanks guys. Hopefully I never have to make another video like this again. I'm not good at this stuff. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I can't wait to make some more videos, and hopefully now you guys are are in the loop about why I'm standing up and why I'm in a wheelchair sometimes. But yeah, thank you guys.
She says I love you, girl. I love her more.
You're not autistic, you're just a little silly. And you cry when you have to leave the house, but that's unrelated.
And I say this with a unblemished record of heterosexuality. He looks good.
Here are some do's and don'ts of service dogs for humans. Don't go up and pet service dogs without asking the handler first. And be prepared that the handler might say that you can't pet the dog. Don't distract the dog by calling them or talking to them instead of the handler. Don't go up to a service dog team in public and tell them what gear you think they should be using unless they've asked for your specific opinion. Don't try to feed the service dog. Don't take pictures of a service dog team without their consent. Don't tell the handler that they don't look disabled enough to have a service dog. Don't question why the handler isn't using another mobility aid. Don't give the handler advice on other mobility aids they should try instead of a service dog. Don't expect the handler to answer every single question you have about their service dog. Here are some things that you can and should do around service dog teams. Admire the service dog from afar. I get it, my dog is very large and very cute. So if you want to look at him from across the coffee shop, that's perfectly okay. Just please make sure that you are not interfering with his ability to do his job. You can also compliment the handler on the patches that the service dog is wearing on their vest, or any other gear that they are using that you think is cool. You can educate the person you're with and or your children about why you don't distract service dogs while they're working. And lastly, you can educate yourself on service dogs on your own time. Thanks for watching!
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell.
How y'all doing? Fuck being underrated, I wanna have everything they did. Science bitches need money, YSL, gold chain, Maserati, penthouse, helicopter, fame.
You are a rock star in my eyes. You are the queen